Hey guys, what's going on? This is Adam, MotoUSA.com. We're out here at Glen Helen Raceway taking a look at 2009 KTM 450 SX Quad. In stock form, KTM 450 SX Quad's fantastic. It's blown the competition out of the water with a bunch of innovative features that really set it apart from other Japanese machines. But to take it to the next level, to make it more race-oriented, we turned it over to Brian at Hinson Clutch Components, and he's unleashed a whole bunch of goodies on this thing to make it even more track-oriented. So Brian, this thing looks awesome, man. Let's talk about it. What are some of the mods you guys did to it?
We did 4 basic things. We did air shocks and Fox air shocks around the bike. We did a Scott steering dampener. We did a Hinson BTL series clutch with a clutch basket and clutch cover, and then we did an FMS slip-on exhaust system.
Cool, man, cool. Most notably, those trick-looking Fox air shocks up front, man. Those things just look awesome. Tell me a little bit about them. Why did you guys switch them out for the WP stockers?
Well, we like the Fox shocks. The Fox shocks are much lighter than the stock and than what comes stock on the bike. They're very good for body roll. You can also adjust the ride height of the bike just by the different gauges they have for the air shocks. And there again, the lightness is always an issue whenever you've got one of these bikes and you're trying to go out and go race it.
Cool, man. Cool. And I noticed right above there's a new steering dampener. I know this thing doesn't come stock with a steering dampener, but you guys put one on. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, we went with a Scott steering dampener. The steering dampener on an ATV is always crucial. The bike has a tendency to want to try to wander around a little bit and kind of kick you in the hand, and so we make sure we always put a steering dampener on all the bikes that we do any type of work with.
Cool, man, cool. And the biggest thing I noticed too was that big Hinson and Blade side cover on the right side. This thing's got a back torque limiter. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, that has what we did here is we added our clutch basket. We added our BTL series slipper clutch is what it kind of goes by or notorious for, and essentially what is considered as a back torque limiter system. And basically what that does is it gets rid of the engine braking as you're coming down through the corners and helps the rear end to stay down more. If you have more engine braking, that seems to hop and skip a little bit more on you into the bumps. So it really keeps the back end down and floats you through it a little bit safer, and you come in more aggressively.
Okay, interesting. Tell me a little bit about the exhaust. I know the exhaust system on this bike is a real high quality, but you guys chose to swap out the muffler with an FMF pipe. Why'd you guys select FMF?
Well, the FMF is the sponsor for the KTM race team, and so we figured that we would go with what they have chosen to use on their race bikes, and it works real good. It has a nice grunt on the bottom and pulls real nice on the top, and it gives it a little bit better sound too, and we like that.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. You gotta have some sound when you're riding these things. Well, man, I mean, it looks so beautiful, and I wish I could ride it, but I guess that's your guys' job today, man. So let's get to it.
Sounds good to me. Let's go have fun.
Yeah.
Boy, the bike was great. I really liked it. The motor had good pull all the way through. You could shift into a higher gear and still lug it around the corners, and it tracked really well. We made some of the suspension changes we made to it on the uphills and the downhills, and the little braking bumps. It really did well. I think that going with the slipper clutch that we went to on the BTL series for the Hinson was a major advantage we did as well. It really seemed to carry down and through the corners real well, and you could feel the action of the BTL system working really good. I can't say enough about how well the bike seems to run. The bike, it just didn't matter where you are, what gear you were in. It just seemed to carry through things like you would hope anything would. So, out of the box, this bike is just great. With the small changes that we made to the bike, with the BTL system and the Fox shocks and the FMF pipe system that we put on, as well as the Scott dampener, I can't say enough about this bike. It's just gave it those little bit of added advantage that you'd want to get out of a bike from stock.